Alright, let's start right at the beginning. So, this is a Pt1 pretty much bought off Amazon. Now, I have admittedly already loaded some things onto it, so it's not quite at the beginning. Anyway, hold down the boot select button, plug it in. Now, it should come up on your screen something like this. I'll kind of run through a bit. So pick the Pt1 board. Now this is the program that I have, and I'll upload this to GitHub, and you should be able to just upload it to the board. So it's doing that in the background. Compiles it just to check that it'll be okay. So as much as it's a Pico, I don't use MicroPython, I use the Arduino IDE. It's a bit faster, and so it works a bit better. Now it's uploading. Hopefully it says it's wrote. That board's disappeared. Now we should be able to just quickly, because it was in like the bootloader mode and now it's in a normal mode. If we click on COM5 and just in the serial monitor, push question mark, it'll give a bunch of settings. So that tells me that it's uploaded correctly, which is good. All right, bit of motion sickness. Now, what we want to do is a few things. I want to take this OLED monitor. It's 128 by 64 pixels, and I want to get it working with our Pt2W. So what we need to do is to connect a few of our pins. Let's start with ground. So ground is the outside pin here, and we want to connect that to what is it? The third pin. 1, 2, 3. We want to take our power, which is 3v3 out. That's the fifth pin, and connect that to VCC. Now, the next I need to get right. So, I literally just on the screen have the pin out there. I'm sure you could print that out for yourself. Our next pin is SCL, and SCL is pin 7. Now, I haven't been able to move these around. Theoretically, the Raspberry Pico 2 does let you change your SDL, SEL, SDA pins, but I haven't been able to. Anyway, pin 6 SDA. Now, it's not unusual that that won't turn on. Just a quick reset, and hopefully, 1, it goes on, and 2, it's there. As you can see, maybe, that it says reset down there in the corner. So, we are on. Now, let's quickly pull up my pins here. For this one, and in the future it'll change, I'll try and update it. Pin 9 is our cancel button, and that's the one we do need. So that's physically pin 12. So input output 9, which is 12. So if we put this on 13, that just gives us a way that we can cancel any scripts that might be running. All right, now and put that there. We'll unplug it for now. You can use a button, and to mention, this is just a breadboard way of getting it all up and working. I have a PCB that does all of this in a much tidier form factor, which I'm just waiting to get shipped out. So in the meantime, I thought I would do this to kind of show that in about 10 minutes, anybody can get up and running. Now, one thing to show. Let's take our phone. Just checking something quickly in the background. Now, what I will do is show you my phone. Click on Bluetooth, and you can see that there's a whole back to block Bluetooth device for some reason, which I think, oh, we're already connected. That's easy. I don't know why I chose that name. Serial Bluetooth. And then, so this is an app on Android. I presume there's an equivalent on iOS. So we're now connected to our guy here. So I can prove that by just changing the mode. So you can see there we've now gone to, and this big cable thing always pulls it off to the side, sorry. Like I said, have to find some way to disconnect that. Foreshadowing. So you can see that's 0 this is one of our modes. There's lots of different modes that I use. You can go to all these kind of things. Okay. If you wanted to go back to the main one, so that's what the reset is here for, and that'll take us back to reset. Done. Easy. Now, 6 minutes in, you reckon we can get the brook going in the same video? Let's find out. So I'll take my phone to the side for a second. This is our brook. Okay. So he is, I'll disconnect my Pico, so you can see the screen's gone there, and I will turn my brook on. This is, I think this one might, yeah, this is the Fusion. Now, you can see I've got this controller. You don't need that for any of this. It's just that it gives me a way to look after it. If you had all of your things in here, then you can use these pins, or if you're using these pins already, then you can use these. What we want to do is to pull some power from our brook. All right. So we put one connection, so these little female header pins, one connection onto our VCC and one onto ground. Now I'll just double check that I'm putting this the right way. VSys, so our second pin goes here, and then our ground is our third pin. 1, 2, 3. And now you can see it starts. So we have, and I'll just connect with my phone again, we have control of our guy here. So that's all done in one video. Let's see if we can take it one step further. So, that guy. So our brook is working like normal, up, down, blah, blah, blah. These are just buttons that I'm physically pushing. Yeah. Oh, that might be right. What I can do with my phone is give it a command like A, and that will, well, hang on, I've missed a step. So what we want to do is to take a wire, we will connect to the 14th pin is our 10th pin, 10th GP pin, and I'm just going to connect that to whatever that guy is. So from memory, that's either up or down on the Arduino. Now if we spin back here, nothing's changed. If I push up, it goes up. If I push down, it goes down. But with my phone, what I can do is push input A, and then suddenly it's on. Okay, whereas if I do a little a, suddenly it's off. So I'll explain the kind of coding behind it in a bit later, but for now you can accept that with my phone, I can tell the Pico to tell the brook what to do and actually quite precisely when to do it. Anyway, that's 10 minutes. Let's take a break.